Hello and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter. This game just came out recently. I'm a pretty big fan of the Dungeons & Dragons series of games. It varies from game to game, but I've enjoyed them for the most part. The game's a little loud. I'm going to turn it down for recording purposes. I guess that's good. I'm turning the music down a little more beyond that. Perfect. So on that note, let's jump in and create a character. Beholder, let's go with the iconic Dungeons & Dragons monster. Yeah, dragons are kind of generic fantasy stuff. So what can we go with? Male, female, we got a whole bunch of races, dwarfs, half-orcs, humans, elves, half-elves, coming soon, tieflings, and halflings. Coming soon, in theory, not an actual race, but rather something coming in the future. Tieflings, got some like half-demon people. There is details of stuff down here. Dwarf, halflings, elf. I am just going to continue with a wood elf for the moment, just to kind of see what I have character class-wise. Ability scores, appearance, background, and I believe that's overview. My FPS display for Fraps is hiding it. I have Trickster Rogue, Devoted Cleric, Control Wizard, coming soon, Guardian Fighter, and a Great Fighter. Are these the same for all classes? That is the question. Let's try with... what was that? A wood elf. So let's try with a dwarf, just for the hell of it. Guardian Fighter, Great Weapon, Trickster, Devoted Cleric, and a Control Wizard. Alright, so that just kind of raises the question, what race do I want to play, and what class? Let's see what they say as far as ability scores. So +2 to any. Bonus feats. 10% bonus to run speed for 3 seconds when you enter combat. Can only occur once every 20 seconds. Extra dex, constitution, and strength. Assume this follows the same line of other Dungeons & Dragons games. Dexterity will affect things such as reflex, maximum value from armor. Constitution will be health, some saving throws from like poison and stuff like that. Strength, obviously. How strong you are, carrying capacity, damage with melee weapons. With feats such as the bow strength feat, you can get damage as a bow user from it as well. I don't know if this game has bows, it would in theory, but... Elf, half-elf... I'm thinking I'm going to go with a Dwarven Cleric, because why not? This may not be the greatest decision for someone who's going to be playing solo for a little while, but... What do we get? Astral Change, toggle between the enemy or ally version of your right-click power. Healing Word, apply regeneration effect to both you and your target. Raise a column of Holy Fire that knocks targets upwards and then splashes down in a wider area. And Religion, you can interact with religious objects and collect artifacts to sell from them. Alright, sounds good. Ability scores. Oh great, this is a reroll thing? Racial ability bonuses. I can choose between Constitution and Wisdom. Now this is the Dungeons & Dragons specific style. Some games like Dungeons & Dragons Online allow for some actual customization. You get a pool of points you can allocate anywhere you'd like. Ideally, I want to... apparently 20 Wisdom is the max, 18 with a +2. So I want to get 20 on that. And I'd like to get a little higher charisma on top of it. I'm assuming this is using the... Can I swap stuff? No. Alright, 20. Can I get 20 and a 14 on charisma? Let's get 20 on wisdom one more time, see what it looks like. I'm gonna go for 20, 13, 13, 10, 10, 10, I think, if I can get it. There we go. Awesome. Appearance, I get to choose what it look like. Which guy has the best beard? Dwarves need good beards. An like an older cleric. Zoom in a little bit. Battle-worn veteran, scar on over his eye. Younger guy. balding nevertheless. Look at it from behind too. Behind is what I have to look at. It's just like an old sort of balding guy, and he's got like this just haystack of hair going on. He's bald. Liking that. That's not too bad from the front. He's got a beard, not a majestic braided beard or anything, but we could also customize beyond that. I am lazy, admittedly. Depending on what next character I'll worry about more in depth. I'm gonna use a preset for this time being. Background. Oh boy. Military tradition, descendant of coronals. I don't know what any of this does. Protector of the wild, majestic forests of Cormanthor. And what's military tradition? What about all this stuff? North Dark. Oh sheesh, there's stuff everywhere. Baldur's Gate. Cormyr. Neverwinter itself. What's all this? Oh, deities as well. Oh, I should have read up on this a little bit more than I did. I have played Neverwinter Nights. I'm gonna go with Neverwinter proper. And Initiate of the Faith. That sounds kind of clericy. You belong to one of the clergies who help bolster the faith of the beleaguered Neverwintans. Neverwintans, okay. I don't actually know what any of these do. Sense of duty. Those who seek good luck or want to express thanks for having received it. Some nature stuff. Balance, law, and such. The god of the sea. Okay. Let's go with the god of the sea. Why not? Dwarves typically don't like water, so that's kind of ironic. Not ironic. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. We're going with that. Character name. Zayadin, of course. Biography. Publicly displayed in your in-game character sheet. Not concerned about that for the moment. Here we go, level 1, yes. For creating our character, we have leveled up. Something happened. Heard noise. That's never good. Here we go.
Hey, are you alright?
No, I appear to have been attacked by a dragon and shipwrecked.
Move around using the W, A, S, and T keys.
Okay. I'm gonna follow the pixie dust to this guy who was just talking to me, apparently.
Wilfred. Press F when close to talk
Thank
to
the
him.
gods. When I saw the dracolich attack the ship, I was afraid there'd be no survivors. What brings you to Neverwinter in such troubled times?
Well, I wasn't exactly destined for here, but unfortunately that dragon attack and all, you know, shipwrecked, something or other. You know, did I bump my head? I don't remember. It's my home. That's my business. I don't know. How do we want to play this? Why not? I'm a cleric, and definitely not adventures and riches, sadly. We just maybe
Being
don't
attacked by
remember.
a dracolich and then nearly drowned is quite a shock to the system. I'm sure it'll come back to you. In the meantime, you should search the beach for gear. It's not safe here with Valindra's undead prowling around. When you finish, head up to the camp at the top of the hill. They've got a nice warm fire up there. You'll feel better once you've dried out.
Perhaps, perhaps.
The quest path leads to your next objective. Press Z to toggle it on and off.
Yeah, there it is.
Waypoints appear on
Pixie
the map
dust.
to mark your quest's objectives.
This is a player? I do believe that's a player. It mentioned to search for stuff on the beach. Can we swim? Does the water just stay shallow? Let's equip a weapon. How do I run? Can I run? Alt goes to interface. Control doesn't seem to do much. Alright, let's follow the quest marker. There's the stuff we're supposed to find.
Press F to interact with characters and objects.
Out of line of sight. Brittle chainmail vest. Take it all. Maybe a weapon. Battered holy icon. Perfect.
I to open your inventory. Double-click an item to equip it.
We're all geared up. We got some
Press
battered
Alt key to
chainmail.
toggle mouse cursor and mouse look modes.
We did that already. Accidentally, but we did it nevertheless.
The quest tracker displays current quest objectives.
Hopefully I won't miss out on anything by not exploring thoroughly this entire area. We're trying to get rid of that quest tracker notification. For now, we are going up to this little camp they have set up. Whatever shall we find?
Campfires or rest zones where out-of-combat players may heal.
Alright, we have healed ourselves up. Excellent. Some guards, Alkalite Naaman. And let's once again stick to our quest markers for the moment.
Good to meet you. It's good to see someone survive the attack on the ship. When you feel ready, please speak to me again. I'm afraid I need your help. Although we stopped Valindra's main force, the battle is far from over. The battlefield is crawling with mindless undead who lost their masters in the fighting. To make matters worse, the enemy is raising our dead to use against us. Acolyte Naaman is performing a ritual of Kellenvor to lay the newly dead to rest. That is sure to draw an attack here. I must stay and make sure Naaman finishes her ritual. Could you search the battlefield for any wounded we missed and send them here? After you finish with the wounded, go to Del McCourt's camp and tell him our situation.
That is the problem with undead armies. They kill your men left, right, and center, and then just raise them back up to fight for themselves. It's so rude of them. Alright, let's go give some first aid to soldiers on the battlefield.
Left click to throw a Lance of Faith, damaging one enemy at range.
Need a target for that.
Wheel reticule over objects and enemies to target.
That's not too bad. Seems easy enough. I think that might have been a... No, there's a wounded soldier. Let's give him some first aid.
I'm glad you came along.
Kill another zombie or two. Or three. This has kind of a Terra or Raiders feel to it.
Thank you.
And one more.
Help.
Yes, yes, I'm getting to you.
Thank you.
Pull yourself together, soldier. For now, onward to the next camp. Unless I see something particularly interesting that I would like to interact with. Which I don't know if they exist or not. Just some zombie rotters running around otherwise. So let's head to this guy's camp. See what we find.
The Level Up Guide displays everything you get for leveling up. It may also offer important quests.
Let's see what's new, shall we? New at-will power, Astral Seal. Click to view new power. Okay, in case your enemy in an Astral Seal, you or any ally striking the target will regain hit points. Sounds good.
We were lucky to drive Valindra's forces back. Thank you for aiding the wounded. They wouldn't have survived much longer with all the undead roving about. I'll try to get medical supplies and reinforcements to Linkletter as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we've got problems of our own here.
Of course you do. All you people in these games have problems. So these worlds without us heroes and player characters would just fall apart, I swear.
I'm afraid I have a gruesome task for you. We've driven Valindra's main army off, but our Red Wizard allies are still harassing us with summoned undead. Private Hothedon is trying to drive them off with his archers, but they're short on ammo. Search the battlefield and scavenge some arrows from the dead, and then take them to Hothedon.
Alright, seems straightforward and simple enough. Do we have to heal at all? No, let's move out.
Right-click to Astral Seal a foe, allowing you or allies to gain health from striking them.
Let's try this Astral Seal. That seems pretty decent. Ooh, gold. Copper. Still good. Money is money. Who's Makos?
I will answer your questions if I can, but do not break my concentration. Valindra had a dracolich under her control when she attacked Neverwinter. It attacked ships in the harbor, and then came straight for the city. My friends and I were helping Sergeant Knox defend the walls when it attacked. There was a terrific battle, and we were able to defeat it. I don't know how Valindra got a dracolich. Perhaps a deal with the cult of the dragon. The important thing is that we deprive her of it. When a dracolich is killed, its spirit returns to a special phylactery. From there, it can possess the body of another dragon and be reborn. This dracolich's spirit has not departed yet. I am trying to bind it here. If it cannot return to the phylactery, we may be able to destroy it and deprive Valindra of a powerful ally.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is in fact a dead dragon. Apparently the dracolich spirit is still within it. Oh, hopefully he's successful. Having a dracolich running around, probably not the best thing in the world. Just loot some arrows, kill some more skeletons, because why not? Get some more gold. Again, because why not? Ah, I can do something. And I can slide forward. I have stamina, apparently. Where is the stamina bar? Green bar, center of the screen, right over here, evidently. Your action points are at 0%. When they are at 100%, you can use a daily power. Devoted cleric gains action points by healing or dealing damage. More stuff we haven't unlocked. That could be quite interesting later on at some point or another. So where are we going with this?
You found some ammunition. Excellent. Please place the arrows in one of the barrels near the... We must drive the wizards...
Okay. Where is this barrel by the archers? There we go. Yeah. Kill those. Whatever they are on the hill.
Thank you for the help. The red wizards haven't been driven away, but this...
Alright, level 3. Excellent. Let's drive the wizards back.
More undead are attacking Neverwinter. They're boiling out of Castle Never and storming the Sleeping Dragon Bridge. If the bridge falls, they will enter the heart of the city. Protector's Enclave. I must stay and deal with the red wizards. Please, go to the bridge and aid the defenders. Destroy the undead soldiers near the gate to our north so it may be opened safely. Then talk to Private Wilfred. He will get you inside the city and show you the way to the bridge. Be careful, these undead are more aggressive than others you fought. Tempest grant you strength.
Alright, so we have a new level up. What is new? We have a fireball looking thing. New encounter power, Sunburst. 11.4 second cooldown. 40 to 46 radiant damage. Invoke a blast of radiant light that burns foes around you and heals yourself and allies. Let's try this out. Interesting, interesting. Attack those things on the hill? No. Alright, let's move out.
To use Sunburst and unleash a blast of radiant energy around you.
Two enemies? Oh, too much damage. That's pretty nice damage. Get a couple guys around you, and I believe it heals on top of it. I'll go check out that little sewer, or not sewer, the underside of the bridge. Find something down here, maybe not. Maybe not. So let's head up the bridge. Kill our 2 more soldiers for this quest first. There we go. Now we can head up to the bridge. Or the gate.
Hello again. You're looking a good deal fiercer than when you washed up on the beach.
Yeah, hey, it's Wilfred
Drying
again.
out by the fire would do you good. My mother always says warm clothes make for a warm heart. You've thinned out the skeletons enough that we should be able to slip through the gate safely. Linkletter gave me some healing potions for you. You may need them on the bridge.
Alright, we got some healing potions.
Left click on
Onto
a
the
visible
bridge.
location to travel to it.
How bad could this be? There was that bridge in Dark Souls with that big dragon that tried to kill you non-stop. Can't be any worse than that.
They're in trouble. We must go to their aid.
Of course we do have to go to their aid. We're a hero.
Tap any direction to dodge away from enemy attacks.
Oh, hello. And we're out of stamina, so we're not going to be dodging anywhere at the moment.
Look out! Archers!
Get off the dodge when your stamina is low.
I hope there's no friendly fire either. That would suck for poor Private Wilfred. Heal myself up. Not him, evidently. He's apparently just a straightforward NPC. Alright, can I repeatedly attack by holding the button? Yes, I don't have to mash it anymore. That's good. Just gonna clear this out, maybe stun you with our Astral Seal. Keep running across this bridge. Yeah, the gameplay in this, it really does remind me of games like Terra or Raiders, just the way the controls feel and stuff like that. Wish I could sprint. I don't know if that's just a current limitation or what have you, but that's really my only complaint so far. It won't really make a huge difference, but as long as the areas aren't like obscenely large to where it's like I feel like I want to sprint. Like this, the enemies are spaced fairly close together, so it doesn't feel terribly slow. Oh, and it's a white Deathlock white. Apparently a boss or a named mob of some sort. A little more powerful than the others, a lot more health. Just keep dodging out of these big attacks she's raining down upon us. To loot. I hope none of these other corpses I ran past would have given me stuff. Level up. What's new?
Fate to smite your foe and heal your allies.
New class power, Healer's Lore, and new daily power, Guardian of Faith. Increases the potency of your heals by 5%. Simple, straightforward.
You can activate your daily
Call down
power when your action points are full.
Yes. Call down a faithful angel to smite your foe from above, leaving them prone. As the angel ascends, it heals your allies. Alright. Save that for a more powerful enemy than these things. This thing's fairly easy. I was going to say, one of the things I always tend to do in games is try and jump off of stuff. Many games recently tend to restrict that, which is kind of disappointing. Stay out of the range of these archers. I don't know why I can cast further than they can shoot. Not gonna complain. Not taking damage is a good thing.
Valindra!
Yeah, that ended about as well as I expected it would. Oh, great. The Harbinger. Harbinger? There was an EVE Online had, internet spaceship game, had Alliance tournaments. I think it was the 4th or 5th one where there was a big debate going on for the duration of the tournament of how to properly pronounce that word. Is it Harbinger? 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 I don't know. Let's summon this astral thing. That's pretty freaking sweet. Seal you up. Or not. I should not be so close to him, I'm thinking. Or it. Apparently daily powers are not daily, because it's almost back up for me already. Get out of his way. Yeah, you're not hitting me. Stamina getting kind of low. Yeah, get down. Get away with you. Alright, loot time. Can't see under the tooltip thing. Unidentified item and a scroll of identification. I think the tutorial is going to tell us to identify it. Anything off the... No, nothing off the body. Alright. Let's go ahead and It's that adventure reward. Adventurer's reward, excuse me. Double click to open at level 5. Identify other items. What do we get? Novitiate's chainmail boots. Alright. Extra defense. Always good. I could have sworn she threw you off this bridge.
Sorry. Should have been more cautious.
Yep.
But when I thought of all my friends who died because of her... Find Sergeant Knox. Tell him what happened. Ask him to check on my mother from time to time. You have to stop her. Lord Neverember is no saint, but he's better than the alternative. If Neverember fails here, Valindra will rule Neverwinter. Find Sergeant Knox. He's one of Neverember's guards. One of the good ones. You must stop Valindra.
We're a cleric. Why couldn't we heal him exactly? You got me. You got me. Alright, so we are in the city proper. That's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Neverwinter. Next time, I guess we're going to follow the little quest pixie dust trail to wherever. Ooh, a map. There's stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and/or subscribe, and have a great day.